What's up, everybody? My name is Tremone McRae, son of divine favor, and this is Character Transmutation LLC. We transform your character from lead to gold. All right, so a lot of people have been asking me, and I'm gonna give it to you straight. What is a quantum alchemist? Woo! That's all you came for, right? I'm gonna let you know. Number one, I got my board here to keep me on track. I don't want to lose track. What is a quantum alchemist? So this title, this terminology is not going to be found in any book. Why? Because I'm the first of my kind. A quantum, as in time and space, we bend time and space to live in the present moment. And the alchemist is one who transmutes. Not only, we're not talking just about material things, we're going deeper into the metaphysics. We're talking about energy, we're talking about ego, we're talking about moments, time, emotions. It's all transmuted, meaning that we change its form into gold. What is the gold? The gold is truth, is purity, is love, is joy, is peace, is presence, and is remembering who God designed you to be. There's no one like me out there right now. I'm the only one. That's why I'm a quantum alchemist. And it's not going to find in any book. There's no book, guys. You can't define me with a book. So you best strap in and learn from my videos if you really want to know. But that's what this video is about. Number two, a quantum alchemist, we mix ancient wisdom with modern presence. So yes, I still grocery shop, I still wash clothes, I still, live life. I go to the gym, I work out. I'm in nature right now. So I do everything that a modern person would do outside of the ego. And I infuse ancient wisdom into it. Now, what that means is the laws, the universal laws, the seven universal laws in the Kabbalah, the metaphysics, as within, so without. You have these original laws founded from way back when. I'm talking all the way back when Moses' time. And you have, what else you got? True spirituality. That's what you have. True spirituality. That's being one with yourself and the Most High. You can't fake it. You have to have the presence, the peace, the joy, and in truth, spirituality, the wholeness, being whole within yourself. You can't fake that. So as a quantum alchemist, that's how I move, guys. It is ancient wisdom infused with modern times. No one's doing this, but I am. Number three, living beyond ego and time. I mentioned this, I alluded to this earlier. Beyond ego and time. I have an ego, yes, but the ego has been integrated into my higher self. We're going to touch on that, but most people think that the higher self is separate from them and somewhere far off into the sky. But on my journey, I realized that the higher self is my true self. It's the true self, the one that God designed me to be. And I embody him right now, as you see. There's no lack. There's no limitation. There's no doubt. There's no fear. There's no ego. I am humble. I am kind. But I am also true. And I'm wise. I have boundaries. I have respect. All these things are part of the higher self, including things such as having deeper dreams and decoding your dreams. All of these things are a part of the higher self, not the lower self. So that's pretty much it. And I say beyond time because if you check out one of my videos, I talked about Parkinson's law. So you can use Parkinson's law with an infusion of presence, intention, and concentration to bend time to your will. And before you be like, oh, time is real and time is linear. Look, time may be real and linear in the physical sense, but in a metaphysical, spiritual sense, it doesn't exist. So all these things that you're procrastinating on, or the things that you haven't done, or you're trying to force things to get done, and you're doing things for an outcome, as a quantum alchemist, I don't do any of those things. I flow with the rhythm of divine timing. When it's time to move, I move. When it's time to float, I float. When it's time to stretch, I stretch. When it's time to rise, I rise. Everything is in motion, guys. It's in full alignment. Mind, body, soul. And then you reach the fourth level, which is the quantum world. This is what you cannot see. It's the unseen. So of course it's beyond time and ego. You can't even see it. You can't see it. I can. Next one. Identity equals transformation. Identity equals transformation. What most people don't realize is manifestation is really you changing their perception of yourself. But you got to go deeper than that. As a quantum alchemist, I transmute the lead of my false self, right? The self that the war put on you, and I transmuted that into my true self, the higher self. And through that identity shift, everything changes. And it all starts inside, right? So you want to talk about abundance. Let's talk about abundance. You have the overflow of abundance of peace, of joy, of clarity, of what else you got? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that kind of come as a package deal. And then you also have body embodiment. I don't really get tired. When it's time to sleep, I sleep, but I don't get tired. And in my chest is calm. It's a stillness that you can only feel in my presence. But I think you can feel a little bit through the frequency. That's the whole point, right? Transmuting the frequency. But as a quantum alchemist, again, you get these abundance of these qualities and you become gold on the inside. And that becomes gold on the outside. That's the law of correspondence. All right, next, guys, number 4. That was number 4. My bad. Number 5. Oh, I didn't even mention it. My bad. I'm going to backtrack one more time. You must change your identity before you can change your external reality. It's not just your thoughts. It's not just your emotions. It's not even just how you do any technique. It's not about the technique. It's all about your identity, who you think you are. And if who you think you are is not in alignment with your true identity of your soul, you're not going to ever be able to live the true life you want. So it starts there. Next, number 5, guys, embody over study. I used to read a lot. I have at least, 97? I think I have about 97 titles in my Audible. I have about 107 titles in my ebook online. And in physical copies, I've read at least 100 books. At least 100 books. And all geared towards self-knowledge, self-awareness, and self-mastery. So I've read all these books. I'm 26 now. I did that for about 7 years or so. And what I found out was studying is not enough. It never will be. It never was. What you need to understand is you must embody. It's an embodiment. So what you're looking at is not only an accumulation of books, scratch that. The books are just tools. They're just keys. What you're looking at is the embodiment of truth and wholeness. All these books that they're teaching about, Think and Grow Rich, the Kabbalion, the Master Key System, even Benjamin Hardy's book, what book? Be Your Future Self, 10x is greater than 2x, or any of these other books that you guys are talking about. All of James Allen's books, read them. Even the Tao Te Ching, we can go back deeper. Lao Tzu. All these books are teaching you how to be, embody the wholeness and peace that you're seeking. You don't need more knowledge. So slow down on the studying. Slow down on the studying and integrate. So if you read a page today, if you read a chapter or of any book, did you embody it? Did you integrate it into your system? Until it awoke in the blueprint in your soul? I did. Now I don't need to read it anymore. And also, I don't need to read it again because as a quantum alchemist, I hold the scrolls. Scrolls is an old modern word, but what that means is I'm writing the books now. I am the author. Coming out with a book called Mindset 2.0, dedicated to the masters and the Most High. In this book, I break down how to transform your identity, how to raise your standards using ancient wisdom, as I said before, right? Using ancient wisdom and modern practicality. It's coming out real soon, Mindset 2.0. You know, check it out, right? Next, number 6, personal testimony. So that was a bit of a personal testimony, but we're going to get a little deeper into it. How to transmute lead into gold. Guys, the pain becomes purpose. All the discipline, all of the practices, the fasting, the study, the workouts, the running, the silence, like even the silence, guys, all of that must be transmuted into gold. You cannot just let it sit. If you let it sit and you let it be, you will never heal. So in my personal story, I went through the fire many times over. Since birth, we can go since birth, and I'll hop a little bit further than that. Since birth, you see, I got a line across my stomach. I was born with 2 holes in my intestines. I was in the hospital for 3 months after I was born. And when I was about 5, I broke my pinky. This pinky right here. I can't bend the top pinky part. The bone just doesn't bend. But it's a part of who I am. And they reminded me that my life has meaning. My life has purpose. Keep going. I also had a speech issue growing up. I had a speech problem and like a little lisp. I probably still got a little bit. Certain words I can't pronounce. But I transmuted that into gold as well. How did I do that? Well, I owned it. I owned it. The insecurities was really fuel to your true self. More recently, we can talk about more recently. When I was 17, I started my personal, quote, personal development journey. Because it's not about developing yourself, it's about remembering yourself. We're going to get more into it. That's why your identity is key, okay? So I was a seeker of ancient knowledge, spiritual understanding, and I wanted to know, how do I master myself? How do I feel whole, complete? How do I heal? How do I love myself? How do I reach heaven? And it wasn't until I finally faced the truth and surrendered to the Most High that I remembered who I was. I am the Quantum Alchemist. I am the one who transmutes everything into gold. The doubt into faith. The pain into purpose. The chaos into calm. The confusion into clarity. Okay? The lost seeking into curriculum. That's who I am. And through remembering who you are, you can speak with the same type of conviction. Faith into fear. All day, every day, guys. Even when we talk about groceries to greatness. No matter what I'm doing. If it's at a lower quality of the spectrum, I know how to transmute it to a higher one. Because peace in heaven is within me now. It's not dependent upon any circumstance. It's not dependent upon any book, any practice, any mantra. It is who I embody. And it took me lifetimes to get here. But if we're just talking about this lifetime, it took me about 7 years to really wake up fully into the king that I know that I am. And let me tell you the secret. You ready? If you made it this far, I'm going to tell you the secret. Cash was never the currency. Character was. People are trying to buy their way into heaven. They're trying to buy their way to success. They're trying to earn their way to the top. That's not going to work. You have to trade your character in for heaven. Trade your character in for peace. Your character in for success. So these lower qualities of your ego, these thoughts of negativity, of doubt, of fear, of worry, of lack, they must be transmuted into gold. They must be, if you want to embody your higher self. And I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it, guys. That's what the whole challenge is about. It's your character first, identity first, then everything else will follow that. This is what these guys like Bob Proctor was trying to teach. It's all about your identity. So this is for y'all people in the back of the class, guys. I got a question for you. Excuse the noise on the outside. We don't pay attention to the noise, right? We lock in. Who are you becoming? Ask yourself that. With every action, every decision you make, every thought that you have, as you move throughout your days, who are you becoming? You want more? I'm stay locked in, guys. I'm dropping short form content, lessons, and I'm dropping long form twice a week. Um, oh, products. Yes, I do have a lot of products. If you check the link in my bio, you will see I have a lot of products, and they're all strategically placed and marketed so I can get you from point A to point true. So right now I'm offering a 4-week coaching course. Right, you get twice a week, 1 hour, and 28 days. As a 4-week coaching program. 28 days. I'll talk to you 10 minutes every single day and make sure that we're checking in on your emotions, on your alignment, on your truth. Okay? This is not about motivation. This is not about a quick win or anything. This is about reconfiguring your identity to be in alignment with the man that heaven designed you to be. So you get the coaching program. I'm gonna keep uploading some stuff, so keep watching. But ultimately, you get the quantum morning routine. You get the mindset protocol. You get the 10-minute daily calls with me with the 2-hour weekly check-ins. Okay, and then you also get the levels of responsibility. Whew. I'm giving you that so much value. Okay, so if you're interested, check and link in my bio. Or I got a whole bunch of other stuff you might be interested in. I'm hosting weekly seminars. What else I got up in there? I have a newsletter. All this stuff is coming out. So at the end of every video, I'm probably going to just offer up one product. But I did want to let you guys know that I have stuff available to help you if you're really ready to change your life, to change your paradigm, to change your identity. And remember who God made you to be. Only then can you go, guys. Say it with me. From lead to gold. I'll see you on the next one.